looking similar. You are back. Welcome back, ZB. Guangzhou, ooh, early kill on the mono right off the bat. That's a good start for New York, and we'll see if they can go from there. It is going to be a trade 1-1.
Yeah, Alarm immediately fires back, but we talked a lot about Flora. Takes down Alarm in the back, and
Jonak,
speaking of support play, yep, Jonak doing Jonak things. EQO on the Tracer. This is going to be tough for EQO, the Tracer v Tracer versus Flora. We'll see if it works, but ooh, is this going on? EQO doesn't take that valley, just the character that's coming in from the back. And Stick coming in from the back.
Ooh.
Stick from EQO. I think he got
not
shielded
enough to
off
get
by
the kill,
Zarya.
though.
Yeah, I think it got shielded, but it doesn't really matter. EQO's able to rush back in, gets Jonak, and oh my goodness, EQO is coming alive here today, Doa.
Yeah, you know, this is big because yesterday I feel like you could maybe levy some with that EMP taking all the shields off. So we did see Jonak switch off that champion a lot. Doesn't this time
Stick
because
him
he's got the
again!
Transcendence, but he can't save Friday. And I don't know if New York has a chance to come back in this one, ZB. They do flip it, though.
Well,
oh, never mind.
Yep, between Jonak Transcending to start the fight and then getting 2 kills right after. New York makes the most of it, even losing Friday immediately to the Stick. So, but you will see them go into this one when Alarm has Transcendence, and already Graviton out. Oh, 2 down already, and all right, this is time for Philly to just wait for the next one.
Yeah, and I'm glad we got to sit on Kalios.
For the Flux, or to the side. EMP still on deck. Fusion waiting the entire time. Yakpung gone. Rally just about fading. Carpe drops EP, it's big, hits 4 into the back. Jonak cannot get the nano out yet. Finally drops it, but it's with only 2 remaining, and Electric Cowboy probably not going to bring this one back, but nope, not going to be the case.
Yep. It's a big bucket of water dumped on the Electric Cowboy from the Philadelphia Fusion. It looks like they're going to be locking up point A as soon as they can dislodge Yakpung. A little bit of knowing to deal with that wrecking ball, but going to be able to do it in the end.
First, get back into it.
Yeah. Whoa, Carpe, though, wasting no time and picking off Kalios at the beginning of this one. And look at this, Carpe going wild already on the Ash. And that's a statement win early on from Fusion. They want to take this thing 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, if you... Yeah. Okay, so, something is going terribly wrong with Kalios' positioning or timing or something there, because you shouldn't be seeing a Sigma get picked off first by an Ash, generally speaking.
I mean, New York just looks so disjointed right now. Everybody kind of streaming in one at a time. Like, where's the cohesion? We're not even seeing it on a basic ultimates right now. They've got a ton of it, but they're keeping them, you know? Jonak does find the 1v1 on Alarm. So maybe here's an opportunity now for New York.
Well, it certainly is. Hoppa going to fall. Or down, but New York's still in a pretty good spot here. Transcendence just going to let them move over into the point. Guangzhou taking out Carpe. Not exactly a fair fight at that point, but you know, finally something going New York's way. But
now, obviously, but you know, it does kind of come with the job as a wrecking ball. Flora, though, big pick onto Funny Astro, and New York trying to leverage this into a round win.
It's very much going to be a round win. Fusion just getting completely wiped out, and you know, again, it's kind of what I was saying at the start of the round, where man, Fusion looks good when they're on rails, when they're on plan, but you know, just the point he takes it himself. Unbelievable.
He used a one-man army. He just took that. Yeah, I'm shocked, actually, that New York let him get away with that. They're going to maybe win the fight here and retake in a hurry, but it's pretty mind-boggling that EQO was able to get the percentage to begin with.
Yeah, and I mean, this is interesting.
He's found a couple pretty crucial picks as well, but you know, Fusion needs to come together and win this now. You know, they had the early lead. They lost it. We're tied up in points. They do get the kill in Yakpung, though, so an opportunity to retake, maybe.
Carver takes down Guang, but this is so back and forth. 4v4 now. Kalios heads to the back. Force out the Transcendence. Hoppa, though. Hoppa died right before the Transcendence came out. It was just a little bit late for Alarm to save.
You know, that's your bread and butter, right? Flora has a pulse bomb, another opportunity for him. It's a tail of two
EQO
traces.
does it.
Jonak does go down. EQO, they need him to make these plays. Carpe says me too, and he's going to grab a headshot onto Flora as well. Fusion's starting to bring it back. Going up against Flora again. Rookie versus veteran here. Gravitic Flux coming in, no kills on that one, but Guangzhou does get picked off by Mono.
And Fusion looking healthier. Alarm under a lot of pressure. Really goes down.
Yep.
And for New York,
EQO.
They got to reset. They've lost too much here. 82% right now for the Fusion as Carpe cleans up. If they want anything to do, they have to just get out and hope for the overtime pressure.
EQO.
Spawn gets a stick.
Ooh, it's big.
Jonak out of the fight. EQO does it again. Carpe, though, down. And New York still doing better overall. Guangzhou finds EQO. Oh, he goes down, and New York York, they're just about ready to take this Doa. I feel
can't
so bad for
believe it.
EQO, man. What a performance, and still New York takes the map.
I mean, that was just 25% of the equation at the moment. Yeah. All right, well, yeah, just give the Nano to Yakpung. Why not? And this is the flexibility you have, I guess. If you're running the Winston along with it, man, they are putting it to work.
Yeah, you don't need the Genji, the build Blade, if you just walk at them with Winston and have the tank front line, find a key moment. Nano goes for the Feather. They had Faith Heal build the
There's
Blade.
The
Blade comes
Blade
out.
time.
Already got one off the Nano. Looking, slicing on through so far. Pretty good Blade, Doa. Ends up with 3 before it's all said and done, and New York now well onto the point.
Yeah, well, remember we talked about New York speedrunning Anubis? Here they are again, Kalios with another punch to the head of EQO and a sleep dart from Jonak to help Feather finish off Carpe, and looks like they might be getting a very fast time here on attack.
It's looking very good for New York, and a lot of this, you just got to give credit to their front line. Their front line just kind of pushed their way in back on point A, and it was more of the same on point B. Also, Jonak support, very, very good. Still around and helping the point. Kalios gets debacked, but they still have 5 people around. Flora still a threat. Bob soon to be on the battlefield here, and New York finally finds a pick they're looking for. 2 down, and they still get the same duplicate and Bob.
Yeah, that's right. New York, somehow, some way, able to hold on just barely. And that's going to use up a lot of time. You know, even if Fusion takes it at this point, you're already looking at least a minute, maybe 2 minutes, holding off the entire team in that doorway. Jonak down, though. Carpe trying to make plays. You can pin down the body of the team, but you can't pin down Carpe the whole time. Yakpug, what? Oh, Yakpug.
He was sleeping that time. He was down out, he got slept, and Hop Out left him the world's loudest alarm clock. So that's one way to take down a Winston, I suppose.
You know, I had to say something.
Should be super happy. It wouldn't matter too much, but that's still going to be very hard. However, Carpe, the pick on the Friday. Carpe is getting a lot done going after the sports. The last 2 fights. Got Jonak in the last fight, got Friday now. However, Yakpung and Kalios return the favor. A much better engaged by New York, and that's going to push the Fusion back.
Yeah, they really needed that too, because as you can see, they didn't have a lot of ultimates to stop this engage. I mean, obviously, Philly worry about with Fusion on your point right now.
Bob's going to go away. Flora just swaps. And Fusion, so far, they have a lot of presence, but they haven't gotten much on the points. And Friday and Feather get 2 on the side. This is enough pickoffs to send the Fusion back, Doa. They've lost way too much for a point B attack.
Yeah, you're definitely right, ZP. The tanks respawn, they come in and finish the job, and now less than 1 minute available for the Philadelphia Fusion.
Alarm stuck all the way back there. The Fusion are just split to the 7 wins right now. Yakpung goes in, finishes off Bono, and Down may take that early. That is almost certainly going to be it. There's just no playmakers left for the Fusion now. They're going to go for the Blade, and it just hacked the world's saddest Blade.
Oh, just swiped in the air, man. Looked like he was playing Fruit Ninja or something. He did get Kalios, at the end. New York getting a couple kills. EQO again, just trying to put the team on his back and carry him, but the weight is just a little bit too great. And New York takes a 2-0 lead in the pick here. Yeah,
the wall comes up. Now they're able to get the isolation of the Yakpung. Yeah, he got stuck over it. It didn't seem like the biggest wall at the beginning, but man, oh man, did it work out. And I mean, this is a comp that usually just really comfortable on. They love running May. Rascal loves running the hero, and yeah, really good engage. Better splits, and this is going to give them point A. Window out from Alarm. Fusion just using it for a little bit more pressure. Yakpung gets caught again, Doa.
Wow. You know, we're seeing a whole different Philly Fusion right now, ZP. The Philly Fusion we saw in the first couple maps was nowhere near this decisive as far as just slamming their way into areas of the map and, you know, picking off whoever.
Yakpung, meanwhile, went primal, and he's going in deeper, but just barely gets back. Nearly died and still died. Could not get out. Went a little bit too deep there, Doa. And really good adaptation now for the Fusion where, again, playing together, working in their strength. They lose Hoppa, but Carpe is charged up and good to go.
And Jonak and Feather still getting a kill here. So they are doing a little bit of work. Feather allows himself to fall down there so he can rejoin the rest of his team, but
Carpe beaming him down as the Fusion just swaggering on the payload right now. Not really feeling particularly threatened. Jonak going down again. Carpe just a permanent full charge. This is a complete roll. And what a reversal of fortune right now for the Fusion where, you know, this is one comp they feel very, very good at.
It's going to be fast, CB. Credit to New York for shaving off as much time as they could at the end there, but I think it's going to be about done. Rascal even has that blizzard built up. Hotbo with a accretion kill on Jonak, and that is it. 3:30 even.
Show up. I'm just near the back door.
Yep.
And
Kalio's down already. Rascal with another one. And Yakpung, he's got the nano boost, but how do you really engage on this? It's going to be 4v6 now after Carpe gets another one, and that's just unfortunate. You know, you're right about to engage. The nano boost is committed, and you get nothing.
I mean, New York just seems... They don't have an answer to this right now. Their tank line, that is their pressure. Immortality field for alarm just in the nick of time. Able to keep him up. Nano boost there from Yakpung. Auto and Hoppa surely about to fall. And New York finally finds a way in.
In the final hour, New York able to put together a successful attack and take point A. Looks like they're going to get it. They're going to get the payload rolling, but ZP, they don't have a lot of time.
This is like one of those sad things where they have to go for the draw that almost never happens. But alarm, take it down. Yakpung finally gets a good engage. 2 down in the back. And New York is going to get a lot of progress off this one, though.
Yeah, they finally break through the Philly defense, and Yakpung finally gets the primal rage he was looking for. They've still got the...
Carpe right now. Seeing a lot of wall. Oh, still gets Yakpung.
Oh, Carpe. Oh, Carpe. Oh, Carpe.
That was also a lot for Rascal for dropping the wall at the right time. Floor actually got a lot of progress in the back.
Yeah,
Beat forced out. Friday, though, down. 5-on-5 out of the fight. Both teams down 1. Carpe holding here in the back.
Flora.
Feather. Yeah, Rascal's out of the fight.
The payload ZP. I feel like they could have taken B right there.
Yeah, it was very close, but they just wanted to prioritize the team fight. Appa,
I guess.
Bomb up over the top. York still innocent. Oh, that's a long juggle going on up top as Yakpung finally gets alarm. Floor with 3. 4. Floor doesn't want to lose.
All right.
Second remaining on the clock. That's the only thing that matters. They don't want to go into a drawable situation. Oh boy, that's big. Feather got alarm in the back line. That's why you pick Doom for the explosiveness. Bono already down. Yakpung getting some revenge. And New York, they're keeping themselves alive here, Doa. Still an opportunity.
Yep, that's right. And they're getting the kill. Not allowed to get eaten. And it doesn't this time. They're going to need some kills out of it, too.
Well, they had to go for the immortality field. They kept everyone alive enough to put Yakpung away. Carpe onto the Reaper, uncontested, moves forward. 30 seconds left for New York, and I mean, technically they might be able to touch again, but it is not going to be a high-quality attempt if they get through. He's got to drop it.
The EMP, and you haven't found it yet.
Well, the problem is he hasn't found it, and Feather's already out of the fight. Flora, at some point you must EMP before your entire team is dead. Unfortunately,
his entire team is dead, ZP.
Yeah. And there will be no extra rounds because the fusion of bounce back Doa, they take Ike involved.
Yep, that's right. And that is how you turn a
presence, which means, what do you see? You see Yakpung roll in, take advantage of the fact that he's not going to get frozen by being aggro, and here come the ults, Flux in. New York gets some well-earned cleanup.
Yep. And that's a big stop. That is basically the perfect place to find it. There you go.
And trying to run away. Hoppa super low, Mono super low. The pressure over Lindsay, but Hoppa turns, takes down 2. Fusion, they withstand the pressure and fire back. And that very well could be point A, although the payload is pretty far back, Doa. They let it regress a lot.
Yeah, and I mean, you can see up big.
The flanking window, Alarm takes up Friday. Oh, that was so sneaky. That was really good. Losing Mercy early is, losing Brigida early is also not good. Flora, a flank of his own, 5-on-5. Jonak frozen, dead. However, while this is going on, payload not really getting pushed. Now finally, a little bit more. So the objective has not actually been as big of a priority for the Fusion here. They lose Mono, and Flora's just going to delay this again, perhaps.
Did you see that accretion, though, from Hotba? He hit Kalios in his ultimate, canceled it with that. That was impressive on the E from Sigma.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, anytime you get long-range rock, it's a good time. Carpe getting charged up here. Fusion finally take point A, but this is a weird point to break down.
So impressive when you get to these points on Route 66. I really love it that you're using these
Blizzard
narrow to get the maximum. Yeah, the Blizzard Eaten by Kalios.
Pays for it with his life,
but it doesn't matter what hero he's on. You need everything.
Oh. Comes on in, Guangboon with 2. Really good dynamite from Guangboon. And he has a great positioning here, too, for the rest of it. Not
great
much pressure him in turn.
Yeah.
Now, here's the problem is that Fusion have more heroes that are quite low. Someone has to go over, keep the payload contest, and this is where Fusion should be pushing it. It wasn't contested for a while
opposite,
there.
Right? New York is the one pouring on the aggression. They use the Transcendence to engage. You know, both tanks were a little bit low health. Jonak says, you know what? I'm going to use my ultimate. Follow me. Heals up the tanks on their way in, and they win the fight. That's big.
You know, I look back at that, and there are moments where the payload just wasn't being pushed for wider periods of time, and given how close that was, a good spot on top. Now dropping down, on the hunt, drops dynamite. Laura chasing down what was set on fire, gets the stick onto Alarm! Ooh. And this payload should be stopping HP. Here and now. Whew.
Flora came out of that with 3 hit points, and it's all clean up for New York right now, and that's a big stop. You don't see the payload get halted on point B very often, but that's exactly what
they go for here.
Yeah. Got to defend early and defend often, as they say. But New York is not going to have any of that. Yakpeng and Guangzhou picking up kills. And the payload's going to move. But, you know, like you just mentioned, with the defense being so pushed,
because New York just doesn't have far to go. And ooh, nice hack and finish by Carpe. That's big. This is how you reestablish up point A. You get an early pickoff, and Carpe gets 2. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, but Bob is coming back. He wants to get play of the game here. 2 kills for the Ashe ultimate. Are they maybe going to be able to have enough to keep the payload moving? It looks like they are. Guangzhou picked up 3 kills with that Bob, I think it was. Wow. All right. That said, New York coming in. There's a hack on Friday. He's going to get taken out. New York getting slowly picked apart here as Guangzhou dropped, and yeah, they're going to need to go back to spawn. I think they might lose Yakpeng on the way out.
The upside here for the Fusion, though, is that you look at where they are ult-wise. They have a perfect economy for ult cycling here and holding it.
So New York's still looking okay here. Maybe not anymore.
Jonak.
There goes Jonak.
Here's a problem, though. Even as the Fusion are doing well to hang on this fight, per se, they've used just about everything. This is not an ultimate efficient fight. This is blowing your entire budget on one party. This is not great for the Fusion and is actually pretty darn good for New York.
Well, Hotba has, been a pretty good
pile driver to the back. Here we go. Transcendence in from Jonak. The aggression from New York, as expected, given all the ults used. They get mono down immediately. And Fusion, they're going to have to slow play this a bit. As aggressive as they want to be, they can't withstand here losing that early. And it's going to be a full team wipe, and oh boy, this is bad for the Fusion. They're going to have to come back in and hope for a miracle pick because New York, they have them in check.
Yeah.
For now. Flux, down and over. Mono really looking low. Mono super low, but he's healed right back up. Alarm all over it. The supports staying strong. Jonak, though, fights Rascal on the side. And here comes Flora.
That's big.
On the top, Kalios gets Alarm. Fusion starting to fall bit by bit, and the EMP now ready to go for New York. This could be the deal breaker, the finisher, but they might not even need it. Another 2 are down. Flora with the hack, and New York is just about there.
Yep, that's right. Seems like it's all elementary from here on as New York finishes the series with a 3-1 score line. A little bit shaky in the last map, but pretty dominant here on Route 66. New York will keep their dreams alive in the Summer Showdown.
Now, New York overall looking very consistent. Eichenwald was, not really their strongest point.